All right, hey, this is Act 2 of the podcast. We're getting right back into it. If you missed Act 1, go back and listen to that thing. Otherwise, this isn't going to make any sense. Okay, see ya. We ran out of food for the Great Food Giveaway. And we had, like, Linda at the corner and Sarah was at the corner just waving people in to get the free food, you know? And then as soon as they walked away, a former audience member was stalking to see when there would be an opening. And as soon as they walked away, because we had given away all of our food, he put on a Santa Claus costume and wandered to the corner and was directing traffic to come get free food. No one knew about it. Mike Ball, who is a wonderful volunteer for this event, was driving away because he had to be somewhere after he brought all the food and helped give it away. And he texts me. He calls me and goes, "Hey, dude, we got an issue." I go, "What is it?" He goes, "Dude is in the Santa Claus suit telling people to come down here and get free food." And I go, "Oh, God. It never ends. It's the gift that keeps on giving." And he goes, "What do you want me to do?" I go, "Nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's like herpes. I mean, I don't have anything to say. Nothing." But the group found out, and they were like, "What? Come on." So I don't know. It's Linda says it still creeps me out knowing he was watching us. She says, "I'm doing a different task this year, LOL." Well, the person who did that has some issues. I don't know. A few screws loose and just a bit odd. Just handle with kid gloves. If he shows up this year, I don't know. I'm not in the business of telling people where they can and can't be in a public place. But, God. I don't even know if it's worth it this year to go to the corner even, knowing that that's a possibility. If you go out to the corner, know that you're being stalked. That is gruesome. Horrible. But anyway, thank you to Megan. Have I kicked the audience out yet? Yeah, I did. Okay. I couldn't remember. Yes, the other day, this is unrelated now. Moving on, next topic. I went ahead and took O'Neill to the dock. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I have a very, very keen sense about when there's anything going on with my dogs. Some things are obvious, and I thought that they would be obvious to others. Case in point, the time that I was walking up the stairs and Lincoln looks at me, the cat, and one eye is pitch black and the other eye is a cat's eye. And I go, I think we have a problem with Lincoln. And Pooh Bear's like, what? What is it? I go, well, his eyes have suddenly changed color. One eye has suddenly changed color. He has not had two different color eyes before. And we had him for a few years. She goes, oh, yeah, we have. Yeah, he has. Yeah, it's not anything. I go, no, I don't think it is. I think that's a red flag and a serious issue with the cat. I don't think so. I wouldn't worry about it. I go, I am worrying about it. So I immediately picked up the cat and put him in his thing and took him to the place that we go, Animal Medical Center of Wyoming. They're awesome. A little pricey, not going to lie, but they're awesome. You get what you pay for when it comes to vet care, in my opinion. Take him in there. Dr. Josh, what's up with this cat? He takes one look at the cat. He goes, that eye's got to come out. I go, just by looking at it? He goes, I guarantee there's a problem. He does like pressure readings And he determines that the cat is in great discomfort because of a large change in eye pressure. Like the pressure from something is causing this. All right. And so they said, you're not going to know what it is until you take it out. So very quickly, animal's prepped. Eye comes out. They do, what do you call that? Pathology work to determine the cat had eye cancer. And had we not gotten after it, the cancer would have gone through the nerve that goes from the eye to the brain, and the cat would be dead. Kenny fires off. How long ago was this? Was she up for a phone upgrade? Maybe she wanted the money to go towards a new phone and not the emergency pet care place. Oh, no. She would beat your ass right now. Joe Stinkpot, I'm deliberately not reading your message because I think anything sideways by you, and I don't even know if that's sideways. I don't want things to be taken wrong. I'm protecting you. That brother of yours. Oh, boy. What happened there? Did you drop him at one point? Or is he older than you? Or did your mother drop him perhaps at one point? Don't comment on that. I shouldn't even have asked. So the other day I take a look at O'Neill and I go, does he look thinner to you? No. I go, he's lost weight. I don't know. I go, well, I got to take him to the vet anyway. Everything's due. Like he needs everything. And he did. It was $615 for all sorts of vaccinations, things like that. You know, there's a Lyme disease vaccination now. Or vaccination. Did I say it right the first time? A vaccine for Lyme disease, which is good because even if you're on the anti-tick medicine, the tick will die when it tastes your dog's blood, but it could still give the dog Lyme disease. So all good. But I take the dog in there and I put him on the scale. And he's just shy of 60 pounds. And I go, So I said to the lady, I go, look, how much did he weigh last time? She says 64. I go, Okay. Dr. Kavanaugh comes in. I go, all right, yeah, we're doing everything. And he's got weight loss. Has his diet changed? No, he still eats. And I'm already giving him more food than he used to get. He was getting a cup in the morning, cup at night. Now he's getting a cup and a half in the morning, cup and a half in the evening for one additional cup per day. She's like, okay. She does a thorough exam. She says, I detect nothing wrong with this dog from what I've done. But blood work, we'll review it, and I'll let you know. The next day, she says, there is one thing that is concerning me. It is a protein in the blood. I'm going to spare all the nomenclature. The protein on him is elevated. And it could be a fluke. It could be something minor. And it could be a sign of some type of inflammation. Okay. I go, what do you recommend? She says, he has to come back in 3 weeks for the Lyme disease booster. You keep feeding him the way you told me you're feeding him. We'll weigh him again, and we'll run the blood test again and see if this protein is elevated again. I go, what does this protein indicate? She says, inflammation. Okay. So I did a little, it was kind of like, I remember back in the day during COVID when all those dumb fucks would say, yeah, you got to do your own research, goddammit. You got to do your own research. Thin blue line. Fuck you. Ivermectin. Get some ivermectin. Put some bleach in your veins. Fuck your mask. Do your own research. I did my own research. When this certain protein is elevated, as she indicated, it's a sign that the dog may have some inflammation. Its immune system may be fighting something, like an infection. It's also an indicator of... It's also an indicator that there may be a diagnosis in the future. Yes. It's possible. Now, this is just by me doing my own research, which doesn't mean fuck. But I read that, and the word I was trying to say was, I don't even like to say cancer. So I'm laying there in bed, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. If this were to happen, I can't even, and I'm breaking all my rules to fight anxiety, because I have become the biggest disciple of don't start looking 10 steps ahead. Right now, you can't do that. Why did you? And I said to myself before I looked at it, don't do it. Don't do it at bedtime. What a disaster. So then I'm like wide awake. I'm looking at him right now. I don't know what I would do. If anything ever happened to O'Neill, the level of depression would be ridiculous. I don't want to be in a world where O'Neill is sick or worse. Okay? I mean, if these other dogs get it, I don't care. I'm kidding. God damn it. You know I'm kidding. So today I wake up, call in Dr. Kavanaugh. I want to ask her, I said, look, okay, so I did my own research. And she's going to go, you idiot. You did your own research. Don't do that. She's not in. So I'm sending her an email about me doing my own research. But here's how it is in my world. Now, I am an anxious little fucker, as you know. But the problem is when I'm having an anxiety attack, my wife, God bless her, she gives me about 1 or 2 times of grace of me saying, tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me it's going to be okay. And then she gets like pissed off at me. So I'm like, honey, what? Tell me it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. 5 minutes later, honey, what? I'm really worried about O'Neill. He's going to be fine. There's nothing wrong. You don't know if there's anything wrong at all. It could be nothing. Okay. 5 minutes later, honey, what? I go, you can't do that. She goes, what? I go, you can't be impatient with me. You don't have this. You don't know what this is like. Okay? You cannot lose patience with a person having an anxiety attack. Ask Megan. You know how many times I've had Megan reach out to me and there's something bubbling around in her brain? And she's like, I feel bad, but, and I go, hey, it's okay, my dear. It's fine. You're preaching to the choir. You know? So then I'm like, well, now I'm getting pissed off. Why? I go, because you're my wife and you're supposed to help me through these moments. I don't have anybody else to fucking talk to. How bad is it that I'm like, oh, yeah, I feel bad. I'm worried about my dog. Don't bark at me. The fuck? Holy shit. Okay. I go, all right. Now, so I want to ask you a question. What is it? Is O'Neill going to be okay? Yes, he's going to be okay. I must have asked her that 1,000 times. Kenny says, I don't know what that's like either, but I would never get upset with someone dealing with that. Well, I know, because you've got more sensibilities than a crazy Irish woman. This is an Irish redhead. I've told you that. They don't make sound decisions. They're always drunk, and they're fucking, they'll kick your ass. Chris says she has a right to be upset. There's still chores to do. Oh my God. So now I'm like, okay, if I have to wait 3 weeks for this, this is not going to work. I need to know more information, so I gotta talk to the doc. So I'm putting that in motion. Aram says it is a horrible feeling. Thank you. You know, that's all I was looking for. I mean, I should have gotten married to Aram or Kenny. These lovely, beautiful men are a hell of a lot more understanding than like Pooh Bear right now. I mean, Pooh Bear is like on the bottom of the top of my shit list. Not the bottom, she's the top of my shit list right now with this. This is asshole of the day honors type of stuff. Maureen says, aren't there other indicators in the blood work like elevated white blood cells or something? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I'm that guy. If anything happens, I'm like, right away, this is cancer. All right. I need to go tinkle. I'll be right back. You are being an outstanding audience as always. Don't go anywhere. All right. We are back. What else was I going to talk about? There was something on my mind that I wanted to share that happened. What was it? Jeremy is here. Jeremy, if you could go ahead, because I don't have access to the Reddit page, the Freeburg and Hot Wings Reddit page. The clip that I posted about Kelly Cheese weirdo noise montage. I don't know if you guys remember this.
No, you can't.
Costa Rica.
If you could maybe grab that and grab a link for it and make a post about it. EZ featured a Kelly Cheese weirdo noise montage that you won't believe, or something like that. That would help me. Again, I'm building the show one at a time. And if someone on there hears that, I might be able to get another audience member out of that. I'm always looking to squeeze an audience member. Cleave them away from the pack. That would make me happy. Question coming in. Are we going to hear from Kyle today? That's a great question. I think I'm going to try to do that just because. That sounds like a plan. I think I just turned my mic down for a second there. Sorry about that. By the way, I had a problem with the fraud bus that I don't think I told you guys about. I'll get to that a little later on after I do this. This is probably going to go to voicemail.
Bye.
Hey, Zan.
Yo, hey, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, dude?
You got a second to chat, or are you busy?
Yeah, dude, I just, guys' weekend is starting, dude, so I just got to my place. Dude, I'm just chilling, dude.
Oh, my God, I forgot about Guys Weekend.
Yeah, dude, maybe you're supposed to come. No, I'm just messing.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's a good time. How many guys are with you for Guys Weekend?
They'll be in the thick of it. When it's in the thick of it, we're probably talking fucking maybe 10 guys.
Okay, I want you to be careful, okay?
Oh, yeah, for sure, dude.
All right. People have been wondering how you're doing. Man, people miss you on the show, you know?
Yeah, that was my fucking bad, dude. Last week, was that last week? Well, whatever week you called me, I was in the thick of a demo job, and I had my ear fucking plugs on, and then I fucking spaced out.
No, don't worry about it. Everything else good in your world, Kyle?
Yeah, dude, stuff's good. Dude, Guys Weekend has started, which means everything's nice, dude. Yeah, it's been a busy summer, but Daddy's ready to unplug for a little bit, dog.
So, now, are you already bombed?
Am I what?
Are you already hammered?
Oh, no.
Okay, good.
No, I'm literally, I just pulled in right now, dude.
All right, I won't keep you. I just wanted to mention that how pissed off were you at the Lions' last game?
Dude, here's the fucking thing, Eric Zan. What I've noticed in the past couple cocksucking motherfucking years is that Game 2 is always bad for us, dude. I don't think we win Game 2s. I think they're all trap games for us. So when we were going into it, I was like, this better not be a trap game, dude. And then it was, dude. I mean, you can't have double the yardage of the other team, you can't have double everything and then still lose the game, dude. It didn't make no sense, dude.
Oh my God! Well, they actually have a decent opponent next week. Arizona is better than everybody thinks, and they're playing in Arizona.
Yeah, dude. I'm hoping Aiden Hutchinson just comes back with that same fire and just. I mean, we got Aiden Hutchinson, who's 6'7", going against Kyler Murray, who's 4.5, maybe 5 feet tall. I think we can get him, dude.
All right. So there's that. Excellent. Well, tell you what, have fun. Is it just sit around and do nothing and just laugh? Is that the plan, or is there actually activities like go canoeing or some shit?
Yeah, dude. This is a true guys' weekend in which the activities that are possible are endless, and we just decide what we want to do. I know we're gonna fucking golf tomorrow, so that'd be pretty sick. I got footballs, basketballs up here. This is the one time of the year that I can drink booze. So I'm going to be drinking some booze, baby. It's going to be good.
All right. You guys have a good time. Be safe, and I look forward to hearing from you. If I were there, all I'd be doing is picking up sticks.
No. Eric, if you were here, you'd be having the time of your fucking... It would revolutionize your life, dude. Your mental stress load would probably go back maybe 20, 25 years.
Oh, my God. I don't know about that. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you guys, dude.
Love you. See it. That's Kyle. I didn't want to take too much time with him. Glad he's okay. Seems to be having a good time. God, I was going to get to something else, too. What the fuck was it? I'm doing that a lot lately. I just keep forgetting shit. What the fuck is wrong with me? All right. So I talked about the dog. All right, I got that out of the way. Talked about Madison. Talked about that. I'm going to get into this story of what is going on and how Israel launched an assault in Lebanon with technology. No one's really sure how this happened, but on Tuesday, a bunch of people in Lebanon who had pagers, old school pagers, they exploded and it killed many people who had the pagers on them. I even have video of it happening. Check this out. I don't know if there's any sound on this, but the guy here, they're like getting food at the market or whatever. The guy in baseball hat, he is a member of Hezbollah. So is this young guy next to him with the necklace here. There might be another one too. But they have pagers, and that's the way the terror group communicates. Watch what happens. Those fucking things blew up. I guess there is sound to this. Holy shit. So this guy got his cock blown off or something. Well, it was a lot more deadly in a lot of places. It's a cyber attack where the pagers and walkie-talkies exploded. This is crazy. Let's see. 32 people, including 2 children, killed. This is another video that might tell the tale for us a little bit. Okay, we already saw this.
بسم الله الرحمن عن حزب الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بعد التدقيق في كل الوقائع والمعطيات الراهنة والمعلومات المتوفرة.
This is aftermath of the goddamn attack.
المسؤولية الكاملة.
In the face, ruptured eyeballs.
This doesn't really tell me a lot. But what the hell? I guess I'm curious as to how this happens. Hey, it's Eric Zane here to tell you about my new favorite marketing partner, Mint Mobile. For the longest time, we've been paying way too much for our cell phone service, our plans, whatever it is, mobile device, whatever you want to call it. Every so often, they like put the screws to you just a little bit at a time. You don't even notice. Next thing you know, you check out the bill. You're like, wait a minute. This is not what I decided to pay for. What has happened? Okay, forget all of that. You can skip it all right now. Everything is about to change for you. Mint Mobile is the key. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. That's what I'm talking about, where they slowly raise your prices that you pay. When Mint Mobile says $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. Say goodbye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is premium wireless plans starting at just $15 a month. All the plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You're like, easy, tell me more. This is all you do. I did this. All my family has done this, and you should too. To get the new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Zane. That's good anywhere. mintmobile.com/Zane. Cut your wireless bill from whatever ridiculous amount that you're paying each month to $15 a month. mintmobile.com/Zane. Pay attention to this legalese. $45 upfront payment. That is equivalent to the $15 a month for 3 months. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speeds slower, 40 gigs on unlimited plan. Don't even worry about that. I use that, and it's no big deal. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Again, they go with pagers there because Israel had been able to figure out how to make... I see what I forgot to talk about, the RV. I'll get back to that. Israel found out a way to make phones explode. So you'd have like a guy with a phone to his ear, and all of a sudden they push a button and the goddamn phone explodes. And so Hezbollah went with a primitive means of technology to get messages to each other, whatever the fuck. And Israel figured out how to make those explode. Now, it's not clear if Israel got their hands on a shipment of pagers and then put explosives inside of them and then continued the delivery of them so that they then get into the hands of Hezbollah. That's not clear. It's not known. To me, that's the only thing that makes sense, really. Because I don't think that when you get like a pager, there's explosives inside of it, right? I'm not sure. Meanwhile, the person who sent this to me, IMKO, one of their ambassadors to Lebanon was harmed in the pager attack. Iran is outraged over the injury of its ambassador to Lebanon, Majaba Amani, during an explosion involving Hezbollah pagers. And these went off like all around the country. Look, I'll tell you this. If there's a terror group that's wreaking havoc on the United States, and we have the ability to explode all of their means of communication and kill a number of them, that's fucking fantastic. I am not Team Hezbollah. I am not Team Terror Organization. I never have been. People give me shit about that all the time. How can you be against on the side of Israel? They're Zionistic. They're murdering. It's like, the fuck they are, you asshole. What do you want them to do? Fuck you. I've lost audience because of that. Linda's son has a pal who was like, hey, I love the show. It's so good. It's so fun. It's like a year ago. And I made a comment similar to the one I just made. And he reaches out and goes, oh, how dare you? I'm out. Yeah, go to Ann Arbor, you fuck. Go protest in Ann Arbor, you dumb dick. Jesus Christ. Many Hezbollah members looked at the pagers when they beeped, and then they blew up. That's how this all went down. It's like, oh, he's looking. Oh, I see. I'm getting a message from Supreme Command. Bravo! That's incredible. This is a wonderful thing. We need more of this. If you're Hezbollah, you're like, oh, fucking shit. Now the Jews are blowing up our pagers? God damn. So Iran's all pissed off about this, but fuck it. I don't give a shit about Iran. Tehran has sent a letter to the head of the United Nations and the presidents of the Security Council and the General Assembly saying it reserves its right under international law to take measures in the wake of the incident. You know, if I'm Israel, I'm like, yeah, fucking go for it. By all means. We're tired of fucking around with you assholes. Okay? Case in point, the last 11 months of ass kicking we've been doing in the Gaza Strip. And that is going to continue until this is done. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. You start to kill innocent women, men, children, old people, you're fucked. You are so fucked. We're not stopping. We'll stop when we're goddamn good and ready. And there's no one that can do anything about it. That period. Hit a button, boom, they all blow up. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is great. Well, anyway, that Iranian dude, he lost an eye. He's there, oh, yeah, who's texting me from Hezbollah? Oh! I wish I could have seen that one. This is a fantastic story. Kenny says fighting back against terrorists is a bad thing. Since when? I don't get it. Exactly. Can you imagine if after 9/11 and we were waging war against Al-Qaeda? So is it, oh, we got to protect Al-Qaeda. Only in 2020 24 would this happen? Because nowadays, everybody, you can't have an ass kicking like that. You can't have moments where people can get their ass kicked for killing innocent men, women, and children. Where's the compassion? Those terrorists and family, you fuck. We're going to protest. Shut up. Amy writes, fake crying is my new favorite Eric voice. Oh, okay. You look, let me just tell you something. The idea of you laughing at that, you know what I'm doing. I'm laughing. Let me just tell you, if I win the lottery, I'm going to do, I'm going to make a show that's just around my house and just the podcast in real life. We won't have like real jobs. That's going to be the job in addition to doing this. But you would need to be there as personal assistant / laugh support because you're going to laugh. And if you're going to laugh, I'm going to laugh. And it's going to make for a better show. So right now your job is, I think, aren't you like a telephone support operator for like, I don't know, a fucking rotisserie chicken oven or something like that? I think I saw you with the earphones on. Isn't that what you do? You work at a call center. No, I forget what the fuck you do. You'd quit that job. I'd pay you triple what you're making right now. And all you'd have to do is just sit there and laugh. Personal assistant type shit. Megan says, fuck, I want to come to. Yeah, I think so. I think so. We can have you. You, Linda, Maureen. Amanda would be good for that. Amy would be good for that. Ashley, I don't know. It depends. If she's not drinking. She has too much energy. And it gets to be like to a hyper level when she drinks. Megan says, can we drink? Yes, you can drink. She cannot. Everyone can but her. That would be a show. And it would just be like, I'd have cameras everywhere. Everything, except for when we go potty. It'd be like Big Brother. It'd be so great. And all you guys have to do is just sit there and raise hell and get drunk and eat hors d'oeuvres, pet the dogs, watch TV. It'd be awesome. Kenny says it's girls only. Lame. No, girls are so much better. They're so much more entertaining than guys. I do not have a male mindset when it comes to interactions and relationships. I don't want anything to do with dudes. Dudes, unless they're gay. Dudes are the worst. Heterosexual men are pretty much I don't like any of them. The bane of my existence. I tolerate them. So if you are a heterosexual man in the chat, I just tolerate you. That's it. Okay? Kenny says, I don't have many male friends. I know, they're the worst. They're such a pain in the ass. They're so boring. God damn. I love it when the girls come over. And then all of us girls just sit around and we just gossip. It's fucking great. The other day, I took the fraud bus to get an oil change. I don't take it to where I take it back when there's warranty issues, where I bought it. Take it back there. By the way, to change the oil on that thing is $200. There's nothing inexpensive about an RV. He goes, all right. He calls me up. He goes, yeah, oil change is done. But we have a problem. I go, what? He goes, there is a line that comes from the air conditioner, and it's leaking. It's leaking Freon. I can see it. What? He goes, yeah. And also, the front grill on this thing, it's a piece of plastic. In order to work on the motor, which they've had to work on everything on this thing, you have to take this off. And it's not just lift it off. You have to take off a bunch of bolts. He goes, whoever worked on this last, they just set the grill in and didn't put any bolts on it. So if you hit a bump, it's going to fall off. I go, what? He goes, yeah. I go, oh my God. I go, hang on. I hang up with him, call the place. I go, yeah, dude. So this is what's happening. Long story short, I go, first of all, we got another problem. Second of all, how did this happen with the grill? Oh. All right. How do we proceed? If the repair is less than $300, have your guy fix it and we'll pay them. If it's more than $300, you got to take it to the Ford dealer, and that's they fix the warranty work. We don't touch warranty work on those parts. All right. Call my guy. He takes a look at it. He's able to do the repair. He says, actually, what I did was, and it's boring what he did to it. He goes, what I did is now taken care of. We put a cap on this line. Everything's fine. We're going to check it again in a few months. And if it's good, you don't have any problem. Nick says that piece of shit would be half hanging out of their storefront. I'm not sure what went on with this RV, but it's the biggest lemon that has ever lemoned. Ugh. Amy says, time to get Kenny to write a sternly worded Yelp review. Tophus says, in a world without consequences, driving it through the showroom would be a thing. All right, so that's the latest. I think it'll be okay. I need it this weekend because we're taking it on a trip to all the way to the other side of the state. Where we're going, the guy's house actually is on Lake Huron. Like, you open up his back door and you're looking at Lake Huron. My niece is getting married. I've talked about this. I am the officiant. Now, I want you to know this. I've been holding out on you. There is so much drama going on leading up to this. And I don't have anything to do with it. Not a thing. For once, I am not in the middle of it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep it that way. Because for once, I'm not going to say shit on this podcast about all of this. And you're like, well, that's blue balling us. That's not fair. You're goddamn right it's not fair. And that's the way it is. I'm almost like saying this because once I get something in my head, it kind of bounces around for a while and then it just flies out of my mouth. Well, that's not happening. So shut the hell up. But there's shit that's interesting going on here. Kenny says, tell us on Patreon a year from now. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So someone put it in their phone, and we'll fast forward a year or so when the dust is settled, and I'm going to give you this shit. Something to look forward to. September 19, 2025, we can get this one. Linda says, or tonight. No, I'm not doing any of that shit. You know how easy it is for a sweet member of my family to get on there and just check out what the fuck goes on behind those walls? No. Screw you. Just know this. It's so goddamn cringeworthy. I can't believe it. That is a 1-year tease. Bob says it'll be next week. It won't be next week. There's no way. There is no way. Let me just put it to you this way. This is all I'll tell you. This wedding has the potential to result in a brawl. Like punches. And if that happens, I might not be able to resist. So the only way you can expect me to say anything is if there is an actual fight there. Then I would have to. It's code. Hang on a second. I got to check my text messages. Wanted to make sure it wasn't Pooh Bear. All right. Bob says you should wear a body cam. Yes, you definitely need to tell us if there is violence. I'm all about it. Now, all I got to do is keep the car on the road. Smiles. Marry these two beautiful young people. Keep the car right in between the lines. Get there. Have a good time. Go home. That's it. Nothing. But there are 3 stories bubbling under. Aram says he wants to talk about it. Yes, I do. Put in a reminder for next week. No. You guys can go to hell. Tyler says he should make a 3rd Patreon tier for the super exclusive stuff. No. Come on now. Let's not make this more complex than it already is. None of that. Linda is suggesting that I'm going to say this tonight. No. I am steadfast in my resolve. Okay? You're not going to give me your girl charms. It's not happening. All right. There is monster truck. There's a monster truck event coming up in 2 days, and it's at Berlin Raceway. BerlinRaceway.com. Go there to get tickets. You know, a lot of young people and families love the monster trucks. You can even get like the pit passes where you can go there and get the pics next to the machines, get the driver autographs. The kids love that shit. BerlinRaceway.com. This is a high redneck event, so it's great for people watching. You're going to see some real MAGA losers there. It's a good time. Berlin Raceway, online at BerlinRaceway.com. It's time to start thinking about putting your affairs in order regarding your estate. Talking about estate planning. Not a lot of people think about this, and they should. This kind of was like something I started to focus on years ago. I actually wrote out a will and had a trust from a different source about 15 years ago. And it was fine, but it needed to be updated, needed to be redone. So that's why I went ahead and got my wishes written officially, set in stone, with another attorney from EstateWise. That is Zach Marco. Zach will put everything down and make sure that all of your planning is taken care of appropriately, so that in the event that, the ultimate thing that is going to happen to us all happens to you, your family isn't bogged down with the hassle and struggles of your estate going into probate. If that happens, oh my God, you're talking about an unbelievable amount of time, energy, money, anxiety, and trouble for your loved ones after you leave. Basically, you're going to be giving them the gift that keeps on giving as they try to figure out what is going on. The importance of protecting your family's financial future is so key. Estate planning ensures that your children, spouse, or other dependents will be financially secure. And this doesn't break the bank for you to take care of this. I want you to call my pal Zach Marco to start the process and at least reach out to him and get more information about planning your estate, your will, your trust, power of attorney, in case something happens to you where you're incapacitated and you can't make decisions for yourself. This is all taken care of. Zach does everything. You can do it all by phone. And all you need to do is meet him in person one time to sign on the dotted line to enact all of your wishes and make sure that they are all taken care of. So what I want you to do is reach out to Zach. You can call him or text him right now at 616-540-7544. Reach out, even just texting him, say, hey, EZ's talking about you, and I'm going to do this. Where do I begin? 616-540-7544. It's great peace of mind. I'm telling you, you'll feel so good about yourself knowing that this is in order. You can also email him or just go to his website, estate-wise.com. So estate-wise.com. I know I'm pretty long-winded on those, but it's pretty important. A lot of moving parts in that ad read. Similarly for Frank Fuss, this is something you want to make sure of. In addition to having your estate all figured out, a life insurance policy is going to make or break a lot of things for a lot of people. For you and your family, get a life insurance policy. It doesn't really cost you a lot for a long-term policy. I just signed a 30-year policy with Frank. I did it through Frank, through another life insurance company. Even at my age, getting a 30-year policy is not nearly the headache that you might think it is. Now, if you're younger, with no medical issues, this is going to cost you next to nothing every month to have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered for hundreds of thousands of dollars because you prepared. Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance. He might be a complete dunce when it comes to Taylor Swift, but when it comes to insurance, he's brilliant. BuyInsuranceHere.com. Reach out today. Finally today, the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage wants you to buy now, refinance later. Here we go. It's time to get after it. Special attention for our first-time home buyers. Call Mario at 231-332-6505. If you have a number of questions, I'm sure, when it comes to getting a mortgage, especially if you're a first-timer, make those known to Mario. His NMLS number is 3035, and he wants to hear from you. Start the process today of home ownership by getting into your mortgage. Call from anywhere in the U.S. at 231-332-6505. David says rates are finally coming down. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Today's asshole of the day. Your nominations are gladly accepted. This is proof that no one is immune from the asshole of the day. Kenny, you called it, my man. Yeah, that's right. Pooh Bear. Her beloved husband, her doting husband, having an anxiety attack. Yeah, whatever. Bob says, asshole of the day, the mechanic that didn't bolt down the grill. He is an asshole, too. EZ for blue balling us about wedding drama. Yeah, shut up. Thank you for the donation already to the Great Food Giveaway. Chris is first. Kenny suggests Pooh Bear punishment, no new phone for 5 years. I would love it if I could tell her that right now. Because you know what she'd call you? She'd call you a cockhead. Joe Stinkpot says Santa Claus is the asshole of the day. I need to call you, Joe, Because there's something else that I need to tell you about. It's going to make you go, oh, no. Oh, no. All right. That is going to do it. The show is done. For our sidekick, Kelly Cheese, we're so happy that you joined us today. I'll talk to you on Patreon. Till then, bye-bye.